Hello, in this video we're going to be writing algebraic expressions to generalise numbers. So the objective here is to use algebra to write expressions for different types of numbers. So the key idea here, algebra lets us describe all numbers, not just particular examples. So here's an example. We need to write an expression for an even number. So any even number is a number that is a multiple of 2. So to express an even number, we could write the multiples of 2, which algebraically we could write as 2n. An odd number is simply one more than an even number. So any odd number could be 2n plus 1. So here n just represents a number, so n could be 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. But the fact that it's multiplied by 2 means that it's an even number, because any number multiplied by 2 is a multiple of 2, and it's therefore in the 2 times tables. And then we're adding 1 means that 2n plus 1 is an odd number, regardless of our value of n. Here's another example. So we need to write an expression for 2 consecutive numbers. So if I let my first number be n, the next one along is going to be n plus 1. So 2 consecutive numbers are 2 numbers that are next to each other. So for example, I could have 6 and 7, or I could have 1 and 2, or 11 and 12. So n represents the first number, and n plus 1 represents the number after it. Here's another example. So we need to write an expression for 2 consecutive even numbers. So in a previous example, I expressed an even number as 2n. So the next even number along is going to be 2n plus 2, because 2 consecutive even numbers, so for example, we could have 4 and 6, or 10 and 12, or 14 and 16. So if I'm at one even number, to get the next even number, I just add 2. So it's going to be 2n and 2n plus 2. Here's another example. So we have any 2 numbers. So if I let my number be n, another number could just be m. So any 2 numbers are n and m. Write an expression for a square number. So a square number is a number multiplied by itself. So an expression for a square number could, for example, be x squared, because x squared is a number x multiplied by itself. This example here, we're writing an expression for a multiple of 6. So a multiple of 6 is any number in the 6 times tables, so I'm going to write this as 6n. This example here, we want 2 consecutive odd numbers. So an odd number could be 2n plus 1, and 2 consecutive odd numbers we could have, for example, 3 and 5, or we could have 11 and 13, or 1 and 3. So what we do to get the next one along is we add 2, so the next one is going to be 2n plus 3. So here are some quickfire practice questions on this topic. Pause the video, have a go at these, and I'll reveal the answers in a moment. Okay, so well done if you managed to have a go at those. So here are the answers to these questions, and that's everything for this video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye!